This is Mahesh. In this session, we are going to see probability. What is probability and how we will solve probability problems and all we'll see here. Okay, let's get started. First thing, what is probability? Probability is nothing but favorable outcome divided by total outcomes. So there is a formula, number of event occurrence divided by number of sample space. So this is sample space and number of event occurrence. In easy way, if you want to remember in easy way, you are going to a place from a bus stand. Okay, there is bus stand which has around 100 buses inside it. You are going to a particular place. So we will call that A. Okay, so that place, to go to A, you have only 30 buses available from the 100 buses. So what is the total outcome from the bus stand? What is the total outcome? There are 100 buses will come out from the bus stand. But what is favorable to you, which is nothing but the place A? To go to place A, there are only 30 buses go to A, means your favorable outcome is 30 and then your total outcome is 100. 30 by 100, which is nothing but 3 by 10 is your probability, which is nothing but for every 10 bus, you have 3 buses to go to the place A. Okay, that's all. So we'll see some of the things what we need to know before getting to the problems. So here, probability is equal favorable outcome divided by total outcomes. We don't need to know this formula, but you need to know if they have given the question in sample space like events, in the names of events and sample space, then you need to know number of events and number of sample space. Sample space is nothing but the total outcomes, and then events is nothing but the favorable outcome, favorable to you. Okay, done. So probability is always between 0 and 1. It may be 0 or it may be 1, highest. Okay, what I told you, the 100 buses, right? If all the 100 buses goes to place A, which means that is 100 by 100, you will get 1. There is no bus goes to place A, which means 0. So 0 to, in between 0 and 1 will be the answer your probability will have. Okay, next. So coins tossed means a coin tossed. How many outcomes you will get? You know that either you will get head or tail. Next, when a roll dice, you are rolling a die. So how many outcomes you will get? You may get the number 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, 5, 6. Totally 6 outcomes will be there. When it comes to cards, pack of cards, how many cards will be there in a pack? Which is 52. You know that 52 cards will be there. So out of which 26 red cards and 26 black cards. So red cards named, so hearts and then diamonds, and then black cards, spades and clubs. That you know that. So on the same thing, cards are numbered A, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, J, K, Q. Okay. So you know that A is nothing but ace and J, jack, and then K is king and Q is queen. Okay. These are all the information you need to know because you are going to select. If you are taking a card from a pack of cards, so what is the card? Those kind of questions will be there. When it comes to tossing a coin, so you are tossing a coin, what is the outcome you get? If you are tossing 2 coins, what is the outcome you will get? Those kind of questions will be there. Okay, this is all the probability. Probability is very simple. Whatever the question, you have to figure out favorable outcome and total outcome. What is the total outcome there, and then favorable outcome from that. Okay, next, odds in favor of an event. So odds in favor of an event means which is nothing but a ratio. In ratio, you have to give your favorable and unfavorable. So your favorable event and then unfavorable event. So here M by N, so M is favorable outcomes and N is unfavorable outcomes. Let's come to the bus stand concept. So I told you that 30 buses will be available to go to place A, which means what is the remaining buses? 70 buses are not favorable to you because you have only 30 buses to go to the place A. You may not go with those 70 buses. So odds in favor in that case, what you will get? So M is M, which is nothing but 30 buses you can go, you are favorable, and 70 is your unfavorable. So 3:7 is what you will get. Okay, odds against means what is against you? First thing you have to place unfavorable. Against means you have to place unfavorable at the beginning and then next favorable one. Here n by n. So inverse of this. Odds favor of an event and odds against an event, which is inversely, both are inverse. Okay, so n by m, unfavorable outcome. The same Western concept. If you take unfavorable, how many unfavorable things are there in that bus stand? 70, because only 30 buses are available to go to A. Which means 70 is to 30, you will get 7 is to 3. The ratio. So find 7 by 3 or 7 is to 3, both are same. Okay, that's all. Odd against an event and odd favor of an event means your success thing should be in the first place and then ratio, and the next one is your unsuccessful events. Okay, done. That's all. Next, tossed and rolled. So more than once means outcomes power number of times. For example, I'm tossing more than once. So tossing a coin 2 times, 3 times means how will you calculate the total outcome? So tossing a coin will give you 2 outcomes that you know. How many times is important? So when you calculate, so outcomes is 2. For example, I'm tossing a coin, so 2 is the outcome. How many times I'm tossing is important, that is in the power. Okay, and the same time more than 1. So if you are tossing 2 coins or 3 coins, more than 1 coins, which means also same outcomes power number of coins, number of dice. If it in case dice, we'll see an example. 5 coins tossed or a coin tossed 5 times. Both are meaning same. 5 coins tossed together and a coin tossed 5 times, which means what is your total outcome if the question is. So 2 is the outcome for a coin. You know that a head and tail. So 2 is the outcome. How many times or how many coins in the power? So 2 power 5 will get 32 as the answer. Okay, that is the total outcome you can get from tossing 5 coins together or a coin 5 times. Done. Next, 3 dice rolled or a die rolled thrice. So 3 dice rolled means what is the total outcome you can get? So die, what is the number of outcomes of die? 6. You know that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 outcomes will be there. So how many times is in the power? So 6 power 3. So 6 into 6 into 6, 216 is your answer. Okay, done. That's it. Let's move on to the questions. We'll solve some questions. 2 coins are tossed. Find the probability that 2 heads are obtained. Second question is at least 1 tail is obtained. So 2 coins are tossed. What is your total outcome? Yeah, you know that. So total outcome is 2 and the 2 power, how many coins? 2. So 2 power 2, 4 outcomes will be there. Out of those 4 outcomes, how many has 2 heads is what the question. How will you solve? So I am tossing a coin. First I am getting head and tail. If I am tossing second coin means this is one of the easiest way to solve because each coin will have head and tail. So if you are tossing second coin means it will have head and tail. So that is head, 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 tail, tail, head, tail, tail. So this is the 4 outcomes. If you are tossing 3 coins means for each one of this head, tail, you will place again a head, tail. Totally 8 outcomes you will get. So here only question with 2 coins. So then solve. What is the first question? 2 heads are obtained. You know that total outcome is 4. That is in the denominator. Probability is nothing but total outcome in the denominator, favorable outcome in the numerator. So what is your favorable outcome? 2 heads are obtained. So 2 heads are obtained means how many possible things are there? Head and head, 1. And then this is not 2 heads. Tails and head, 1 head. And then tails and tails, there is no head. So only one possible, one favorable thing is there for me. That is why answer is 1 by 4. The probability of getting 2 heads by tossing 2 coins is 1 by 4. The second question. The next one is getting at least 1 tail. At least 1 tail means what? One tail means you can have one tail or two tails. Here you can get maximum two tails because we are tossing only 2 coins. So one tail and two tail. Check how many numbers are there. So one tail means this is possible. This also has one tail. This also has one tail. Because at least one tail means you should have minimum one tail. Maximum how many tails itself you can have. So totally 3 tails you have. So 3 chances you have. 3 chances are your favorable. So 3 by 4 is your answer. The probability of getting at least one tail by tossing 2 coins is 3 by 4. Because one tail and one tail is there, and then 2 tails. 2 tail is also comes under at least one tail. Okay. Let's move on to the next question. 2 dice are rolled. Find the probability that sum is less than or equal to 5. So 2 dice are rolled. What is the total outcome? First thing you have to take that. What is the total outcome? Total outcome is equal to number of outcomes power number of times. So totally 2. So 36 is your total outcomes. Okay, next. So find sum is less than or equal to 5 is the first question. Product is greater than or equal to 25 is the second question. So first thing is you don't need to write everything. So like for example 1, 1, 2. Because 2 rolls, so 2 dice, first die and the second die 3, 4 and so 5, 6 and so on. Just write down what all other things satisfies here. So here for the first question, first die 1 and second die 1 is satisfied because less than or equal to 5. So sum is less than or equal to 5. When you sum 1 plus 1, what you will get? 2. And 1 plus 2, 3. 1 plus 3, 4. 1 plus 4, 5. 1 plus 5, you will get 6. So you should not go for that. So with 1 in the first die and with the remaining 4. The second, number 2 in the first die, which will give 2, 1 is possible, 2, 2 is possible, 2, 3 is possible, but 2, 4 is not possible. Because when you add 2 and 4, you will get 6. You should not take that. Next, third one, when you take 3 in the first die, 3 and 1 in the second die, 3 and 2 in the second die. 3, 2, 5, 3, 3, if you go for 3, 3, it will give you 6. So you should not take it because sum is less than or equal to 5. So last fourth one, 4, 1 alone possible. You cannot go for 5. The first one with 5 is 5, 1, which will itself 6. Here if you go for 4, 6, 4, 2, you will get 6. So you should not go for 4, 2 as well. Okay. The first question answer is total outcome is 36, that I know. 6 square 36. And then favorable outcome 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 by 36, which is nothing but 5 by 18. Okay, done. Second question. So when you come to second question, denominator is same 36 because total outcome for rolling 2 dice is 36, and the product should be greater than equal to 25. So the product 1 into 1 you will get 1. So maximum that should be greater than 25. So greater than 25 means you cannot use until 4 because 4 into 6 itself will give you 4. The last number 6 in the second die. 4 into 6 itself will give you what? 24. So you can go for 5 at the beginning. So 5 is the first thing you can have. 5 and 6 is the second thing you can have. Right? 5 into 4 means 20 is what you will get. 5 into 5, 25. 5 into 6, 30. This comes under the rule, which is nothing but greater than or equal to 25. And then when it comes to 6, you can use 6, 5 and 6, 6. So 6 into 5, 30. 6 into 6, 36. That's it. Only 4 possible choices out there for the second question. 1, 5, 5, 5, 6, 6, 5, 6, 6 totally. So 4 by 36, which is nothing but cancelling this 1 by 9, 9 times of 4 is 36. So that's all the basics of probability.